Hi, my name is Juan Cepeda-Rizo, and I am a Senior Thermal Systems Engineer at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. And I am a former graduate of Cal Poly. I graduated in 1994 with a bachelor's in mechanical engineering, and then I stayed around for a master's and graduated in 1997 with a master's in materials engineering. And also got a PhD in 2006 in engineering mathematics. For me, school was kind of like an uphill battle, especially I would say my first 3 years. I came from, went to high school in Southern California, kind of in the South Los Angeles area, and wasn't really well known for education. It was more known for its football program. And so I did really well in high school, but I realized that when I got to college that it was just a different level for me, and I wasn't really used to it. And to sum it all up, it was an uphill struggle for me, especially my first 3 years. I think that I struggled with um, the most thing. Well, I struggled with the math and at the beginning, and also the physics. Even though I really enjoyed math and physics, it was just a different level for me. And let's see, I spent a lot of time studying. It wasn't that I didn't spend any time studying. I probably put in just as much, if not more, than the people that were getting the A's in the class. It's just I was studying by myself, I think, and wasn't working with groups. And just because in high school I tended to be very introverted, and so I kind of continued that path in college, and I found out, it took me a while to find out, but it didn't really work for me. I overcame the struggles by basically getting tutoring, taking advantage of what MEP had to offer at the time, and working with other students, especially towards the end of my bachelor's degree. There was a lot of tough courses there that I needed to take, and I would get into study groups with basically with a lot of students from MEP. And then I would say my third year of college was a turning point for me, because I started to adjust to not only to my degree, but also to the location. Cal Poly. I went through the whole um, you know culture shock. And the third year, I decided that I should probably go out and do more things with other students, and I started joining clubs. One final note on AP is that even though it's a serious thing, don't take yourself too seriously, and don't take it too seriously. It's just a process. I went on AP 4 times, and it's hard sometimes not to let it get you down, but just don't let it get you down. It happens. You need to be able to. It's just a way for you to be able to get used to school. I graduated with a 2.48, and a lot of the students were, most of the students in my class were getting better grades than I was. But now I work at one of the highest level institutes in the world when it comes to engineering, and I work on some of the most difficult projects. And I know there's not one person here that I know I couldn't compete with. Back in college, you're competing right out of high school. You're competing with other students that had many more years of preparation in engineering than you. Some even came from engineering magnet schools, and so you're expected to basically perform at their level. And it takes a while. It took me 3 years. So find study groups, find other people. No one ever succeeds alone.